Welcome back to our channel.
Hola.
I'm Jack.
Hello.
All right, say man, we're gonna go ahead and do a small little continuation. Tell you guys, y'all know this is our time to do our 1 year renewal on our temporary residency. So we've been making trips back and forth to this our doggone I&M office. Total of 4 trips altogether.
Four.
4 trips altogether. It's been some crazy stuff, man. I tell y'all. Don't want to bore you, give you all the boring details, but woo, man, it's been Mexico will teach you some patience.
It's been unexpected.
Yeah, a very unexpected experience, but you know, nothing too crazy. But anyway, man,
it was still fun.
It was crazy as it sounds. It was fun, but yeah. So, but we got that done, man. So. I'm going to give y'all the end of the story, and then I'll come back. So the end of everything is that, yeah, we got it done, babes. We got it done. So we went ahead and renewed for 3 years. That's the end of the story. Mission completed. Now let me tell y'all, back up and tell y'all some of the crazy stuff. Because y'all, if you remember in one of the other videos, one of the times when we came to the I&M office, they had the earthquake. Mm-hmm. So, of course, it was some crazy stuff went down, but we didn't get the appointment that day. All right. Now, this very last time that we went is where we tried to. Well, we didn't try to. We did everything, but we was trying to get a refund for what we paid at the bank.
Yeah, because mind you, we were gonna pay for just 1 year.
Yeah, we we're gonna renew for 1 year at first.
And then we decided, since with all the craziness going on, it seems like times keep changing, so we decided to go ahead and just pay for the remaining 3 years for each.
Yeah, and you know, with our American thinking, we was looking at it like, okay, I know we tried to be proactive. We was thinking we was going to go ahead and just do it for 1 year at first. So we went to BBVA Bank prior to going to the I&M office because, you know, I did all the paperwork ahead of time. So we had everything already pre-filled out. I had my Pago de Derechos form, everything. And we went to BBVA Bank. We paid for 1 year because that's what we was going to do originally. But this has been so crazy that we decided, you know what? Although we love doing it because, you know, you get to see, you get to see everybody, see other people, get to talk to people, meet people, yada yada. But man, this one lady, particular, had me a little bit hot. She had me a little bit hot, you know, and I just like, you know, I don't want to deal with this anymore. Period. So we went ahead and decided that although we pay for the 1 year, when we get inside this building, we're going to go ahead and tell them, hey, change your mind, change your heart. We need 3 years. Go ahead and get this 3 year done. So we got it done. We don't have to go worry about doing it again until January of 2027. 27. Man, that sounds crazy. 2027. Mm-hmm. But anyway, yeah, 2027, January, we'll be going to the I&M office again. So that's all done. Now, back to the craziest. Told y'all we prepaid at BBVA Bank. We was thinking that, hey, you know what? We paid for the 1 year because that's what we was originally going to do. When we get up here and go through the process, we're going to just tell them, hey, we're going to go ahead and do 3 years. So we'll pay the difference, the 2 year difference. You know, we just add another 2 years and we'll pay that total of 3 years. You know, didn't seem like a hard thing to do. I was speaking to the lady that was helping me. She sounded like, you know, okay, she understood everything, you know, speaking in Spanish, cool, you know, we're going to do it like this. But when it came time to pay, it was something totally different. How did your experience go with your person?
Well, the person, I was very nervous, to be honest, at the very beginning because this whole experience this time was just crazy. So, but luckily I did get a nice gentleman. He was able to speak Paquitos
Okay.
English.
Okay.
So it kind of brought me down took some of my nervousness away.
Little anxiety away from you.
Yeah, little anxiety. But of course, when we got to the part where I had to explain that I wanted to go ahead and do the 3 years versus the 1, I was giving him my paperwork, and it's like he took all my paperwork and except my little notes page because I had a little notes page as well. He gave that back to me. Well, I didn't give that to him.
Okay.
Because he kind of understood what it is I was trying to do, what I was needing to do.
Okay.
And so he gave me my receipt back for the bank. So I'm like, okay, I'll just keep it here on the counter. You know, he'll take that in a few minutes, let him go through the documents first, and then he, you know, deal with the payment part. So I wasn't concerned then.
Okay.
So then I noticed he started telling me about how they don't take American Express, which is fine. I'm like, okay, credit card to make the payment. But I'm like, wait a minute. You know, here's my paper. Here's my receipt. I already paid for 1 year. I want to pay the difference. So I was thinking that he really didn't understand me, but he did.
Okay.
They just didn't want to do it that way. I guess they didn't want to do like 2 separate transactions, or they didn't have a way to, you know, insert it on the computer that way. I'm not sure.
So even though we was in 2 separate windows, we both was having the same experience, because the young lady that was helping me, like I say, told her what I wanted. Same thing like you said with the gentleman. Seemed like she understood everything. But then when it come time to the payment, and she told me how much, I'm like, I already paid $51.08 at the bank. She said, yeah, no problem. I'm like, yeah, little problem. You know, hey, because I'm just telling you, I paid $51.08, but now you're giving me the full price again for 3 years. So that means if I do this, I'm paying for 4 years. And I didn't know how you was going, know what was happening with you over there. But I told her, I said, okay, so we got to talking a little bit. And she told me, she said, well, no problem, because you'll get a refund. Just go down. And I want to say it was Windows 68. It was 61 or 68, but she told me to go over there to Windows 61 or 68. It was on the other side. She said, when you finish here, you finish everything, you go over there, and then they'll give you a refund. So I'm like, I finish everything, get my card, whatever, and then I'm going to go over there when I finish and we'll get my refund. Is that kind of similar to what he told you?
Yeah, he was just letting me know, because I'm like, okay, you didn't do anything with this. He gave it all back to me, but he did give me the printout, and he told me to take that along with my receipt and go over to the window, the number that he told me to go to, and he made it seem as though, okay, I'll get a refund. Since they took my money, they accepted my money, and they do business with the bank all day.
Exactly.
I thought maybe I was gonna sit and wait on my refund. I thought they were gonna give me my money back. So because we ended up having to pay again, we had to pay again, and mind you, we normally take cash.
Yeah.
Pesos. We normally take a lot of pesos whenever we go. So the exchange rate, didn't really think about how much difference that was, but for them to just say, okay, I'm just taking it all off your credit card. I'm like, you just had me charge something that I had already paid a portion, but long story short, they just told us we get a refund, so we have to go through that process.
Yeah, we got to go through that process. So obviously, you know, we never been through anything like that. Kind of fault myself, because again, we're trying to be proactive, and I guess right off the bat we should have just decided we was going to do 3 years. But we look at like, you know, we do 1 year because we don't know if we're going to really just keep the residency things. But we decided we're going to keep them. So we went ahead and done it. That's successful. We done it.
We did it.
Now we came back. We got our cars again. 2027. We ain't got to worry about no more residency stuff. Okay, but now the process that they said, they gave me a form. This is the form this lady was giving me, and it's called Requisitos para Devolución de Pagos Externos. Okay, so in other words, this is a request for return of payments from outside sources. So because we made, it's like a third-party form, if you will, because we made the payments to BBVA. We didn't make the payments directly with the INM. So this is the process. Even though that's the process they got, you know, you make your payments over there, this process we got to go through. So I'm not sure if you guys can see this. They have no personal information on here, but this is the form that the lady gave me. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not, but yeah. Okay, so, but that's anyway. So they have a couple of steps that you have to do. First thing you got to do, you have to use blue ink.
Yes.
You need copies of everything that they're going to ask you for. Your INM card, your new one that you just got. They're going to ask you for your passport. They asked us for the original receipt. Our Pago de Derecho form that we went to BBVA. All this stuff. Oh, that's what I forgot. Remember, when I showed them that Pago de Derecho form, the receipt that we got from BBVA.
She said it wasn't the original.
Yes.
She said it was a copy.
Pissed me off. So she tells us, no, you need this. You need the original form. I'm not going to show you guys because it's got a lot of personal information on there. But prove my point. That's my BBVA. But anyway, they stamped it and everything. But anyway, yeah, she tells us that this is not the original form. So again, we've never been through anything like this. So we go back. Okay, that's when we had to leave first time.
We went back to the bank.
We went back to the bank. So here we go. We rushing. We trying to get back to the bank because now it's about maybe 1 something-ish. They're closing at 3 o'clock. The I&M office is closing at 3. So the bank is around the corner, down the street around the corner. So boom, we get back to BBVA. And as soon as you go in BBVA bank, you go into it. They got the ATM machines right here. Then they got the little door you go through, and they got a guy right here kind of asking, like, what's going on, what you need, what are you here for? Mm-hmm. So we tell him, hey, you remember me? He do remember us. And I say, well, the lady at the I&M office said that I need the original form. I need the original receipt showing my payment. So he don't even send me back to the window. He looks at my form. He said, no, this is the original form. I said, I tried to tell the lady that. He said, no, this is the original form. I don't know what she's talking about. Okay, cool. We done wasted about 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. So boom, we going back. We going back to the I&M office.
Luckily, it wasn't far.
It wasn't far around the corner. Probably about, what, a good 10 minutes maybe? Not
if that.
If that, not even good 10 minutes. Oh, but we did stop at the copy place too.
Yes.
So
it was a line there.
Yeah, so we had a little bit of a line. But anyway, we get back to the I&M office. Okay, now, and I may not remember everything because so much had happened, honestly. But anyway, we get back there and we go through the main front gate in the middle. Got a couple of little I&M officers right there. We trying to explain to them, hey, look, we're not here for no long process. The lady told me come back, so this is what I got to go do. All right, so anyway, we go back, tell the lady, hey, they said this is the original form. After, of course, we wait in line again because there is a line to get to this window. All right, so we waiting in line again. And remember, the place closed at 3 o'clock. So, and she did keep some of my paperwork, and I'm going to get to that. But anyway, by the time we get back up there, I tell the lady, okay, hey, look, it's a documento original, okay? So I'm telling you, this is the original document. Okay, no problem. She looks, I'm like, yes, it's the original. So she accept that. Now she telling me I need a letter. Mm-hmm. Okay, what letter is the lady talking about? She gave me a letter with all the with the request form and everything, all the requirements. So we filled out the letter, but she said no, we need to handwrite a letter.
Yeah, because the letter she was saying that she needed, she said we needed to state and explain in the letter what it is we were trying to do, why did we need a refund, and so forth. So, of course, you have different options on there for overpayment, just different things, different options on it. So, the letter the form she gave was verbatim. It asks you the questions, but what she wanted us to do was not only fill out that form and have copies of it, she wanted us to handwrite it. Basically saying everything that
the exact same letter that she gave me, a pre-generated letter that all we have to go in there and fill out the information, but she wanted us to handwrite it. Mm-hmm. So, okay, look, it's kind of, it's crucial time because you guys are getting ready to close. So I asked, okay, so what do you want me to say on this letter? She was like, and I said, okay, but that's exactly what's on this pre-generated form. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you need to handwrite it. Okay, look, I'm not going to argue with this lady, man. We're going to go do this real quick. So we can't stay right there because we got people behind us now. So we got to go step outside real quick. And she need copies of the letter.
Yep, so we went back down to the copy place.
And
we had to buy some blank sheets of paper.
Well, no, he gave them to me. The guy gave them to me. Yeah, he gave me. I asked him here at the copy place if he had some blank sheets of paper, and that's why I enjoy being around mi mexicano, mi gente, simplemente porque esta persona es muy amable. This person here was very, very nice, man. He gave me a couple of sheets of blank paper, typing paper. We sat down there on the curb. I hand wrote this stuff out real quick. Blue ink in Spanish. So then we have to go back. Now we go back, the same two immigration officers stopping me again, and I'm letting them know I have to go back to this window, and he's trying to tell me, okay, what's going on? I told him, dude, but anyway, he finally let me in. It's a short line. It's about 2 people that was there, but it was a different guy up there sitting at the desk. Remember?
Because she had left. By the time we got back in,
she had left.
She left. She was closed, so he told us we would have to wait and come back. So. And
I'm telling him, I'm like, because he's at window 62 or 67, whatever, right next to the window where she was at. He's at this window, but he's on his phone. So two other people, they're waiting. We were behind them. I'm looking, and he's not calling nobody up. They're just kind of waiting. So they went up there and just walked up there to him, and he told them whatever he told them. They had a little conversation. Then they left. So I'm like, okay. He went back to him on his phone. So we were waiting for him to call us next. About 2 minutes, he didn't call us. He's still on his phone. So we just walked up there to him like, hey, I got my letter. The guy looked at me like, what letter, basically? So I'm telling him everything real quick, a very, very short version of everything that happened. And he said, man, it closed. I'm like, what do you mean? You're sitting right here. I'm inside the building. You're right here. What do you mean they're closed? He was like, no, the lady that normally does this, she's gone. It's done.
She literally had just told us to come right back.
Come right back.
She could have said, okay, if you're not back within this time frame,
she didn't say nothing.
You'll be gone.
Okay, but anyway, so nothing you can do. You got to roll with the punches. Everything is everything. So, hey, we just go roll with the punches. We decided, okay, we just go chill then. Then we come back the next day. We was at bright and early. Mm-hmm. As soon as they opened, we was right there. And didn't have no problem getting in. We went in there. And this time we go in there to the same window, and go through the middle. I think it's window 68 or 61. I don't know, y'all. It was one of those windows. Right. And she was there. The same lady was there. She acted like she didn't remember us, and I know she deal with a lot of people, no problem. But when we went back to go write our letter, she kept some of my paperwork. Mm-hmm. Okay, I knew it was gonna be something. I just knew it. I knew it. But see, we had already made several copies. So it wasn't no big problem. So I brought my extra copies, and when I'm talking with her, and like I said again, she's had a mild bout of amnesia for some reason, but she go through all our paperwork, and she say everything. My wife got everything. She looked at my paperwork. Okay, you're missing some stuff. What do you mean I'm missing some stuff? You kept my paperwork. You literally have it. And I was just really messing with her at this point because I knew that some shit was gonna go off like this. But she told me, no, I didn't keep your paperwork. I don't keep paperwork. She had somebody else's, quite a few other people paperwork down there. Did. So she went through their paperwork, looking for my paperwork, and said, no, I don't have your paperwork. I didn't keep anything. Well, a few minutes ago, you act like you didn't know who I was. Now you're saying you know for a fact you didn't keep my paperwork, but I don't even care. I digress. I blew it out, and I told her, no problema, porque yo tengo muchos copias acá. So I hit her with some more copies. Everything she thinks she wanted and needed, I already had it. She probably looked at me. She probably thinking to herself, well, why the hell we going through this? Because I really just want the best. He's a principal person. I am. It's the principle of it. You kept my paperwork, man. But anyway, so we go ahead and I give them copies, and she's stamps our paperwork, and she's telling us the next steps. So 10,216 pesos is what we're waiting on. Now, according to her, the way the process is supposed to be is that we'll get a notification whether they'll send it to our address, because they ask you where your Mexican address at. They're gonna send it there. I don't know, via mail or it's gonna be electronic format. But she said when you get that, then you got to come back here to the I&M office with your original documentation that we have, which I got it right here. And then I guess I'm not, and this is me guessing. When we bring that paperwork, that they'll have our money there at the I&M office.
Yeah, hopefully it won't be something we'll have to go back to the bank.
Exactly. So I don't really know if we're going to have to go back to the bank, but since this is a request for money for a third-party payment, the way the form looks, they're going to submit that to BBVA. Mm-hmm. BBVA going to verify our documentation because they have copies of it, the original receipt, and they're going to show the overpayment because we did pay again for the 3 years. So they're going to refund us back that 1 year apiece. Again, that's 10,216 pesos. So we just sit back, we just chilling. Hey, Mexico, y'all got 10,216 pesos. Earth to Mexico. I want my money. So no, I don't think it's going to be any funny stuff. They told us it'll be some weeks before the process finish. It could be several weeks. So we're just sitting back. But if you guys have ever been through anything like that, man, let me know how long the process really took for you guys to get your money back. Because they didn't cause the problem, so I'm not mad at them. That was just us trying to be proactive, and we went ahead and we went to the bank and made the payment because we thought we was going to do 1 year. But like we said, it was so crazy, we just decided, hey, you know what? Let's just go and knock the 3 years out right off the bat. We should have did it from Jump Street, but we just did it. So they didn't create the problem, so therefore we can't be mad at nobody. But I think we'll get it back.
Long story short, I think if you're going to do anything, just go ahead and pay it with your credit card.
Yeah.
I would say just wait and pay for it.
Right, yeah.
With the card.
Like
we did when we initially got our first did it, we just paid with the card. We didn't go through all that headache. So it's a learning experience.
Yeah, because when we went to BBVA and made that 1 year payment apiece, the $10,216, we did that with actual in efectivo cash. So like you say, if we would have just did that with the card, then they could have just transferred it right back to the card. Yeah. So again, but we're learning. We're down here. We want to be immersed in the culture. We are legal residents of Mexico, so we're gonna do like the rest of the Mexican people do: sit back and chill, man.
We're good.
We're good. So that was it. That was just the craziness, man. Hey, my next video for all you people that really want to know the true process to buying a house in Mexico, I'm gonna go down, do this form, and I'm gonna tell y'all everything. The house that we was actually getting ready to buy, but we decided not to. It was the one that was, what was it, 4,660,000 pesos? Yeah. I think it was 4,660,000 pesos. It was the one that was in Taman. So, but we decided to back off. We don't want a property down because, again, I explained that in another video. Just a lot of maintenance and upkeep as a homeowner in such hot weather, humid weather down there, and I just don't want the maintenance, man. But love the place. I love Merida, even though that's not where we at right now. I love Merida though, but Mexico City, that's where her heart is at. Because she's a city chick. She's a city girl. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty laid back. I don't need all the clubs and all that kind of stuff. I'm not looking for that type of experience because, wherever you're staying, you're just gonna mainly be working.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Making dinner, home is home. So
exactly, that's a good way to put it. Home is home.
Home is home. You don't play all day, every day, no matter where you're at. So I'm okay with that. When I get out, I do like the experience of stopping at all the little
taco stands
and so forth. Merida didn't really offer a lot of that. We had to go to the Centro to kind of experience that, even though I love the Sabutes, yeah. Yeah, those are really good. So I really enjoy those, and I'll go back to Merida. Gonna go back real soon, but as far as just staying there long periods of time, I don't think I'll be doing that.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll be splitting our time anyway. So we're gonna explore some different parts of Mexico, Oaxaca. We're gonna go check that out eventually. We a couple more other places. I mean, who?
Querétaro.
Yeah, Querétaro. We're gonna go check that out. Not really. Well, we got some other places.
Tulum? Is it Tulum?
Tulum. I mean, we got some other places we're gonna be checking out. So hey, maybe we'll see some of you guys out and about. If so, y'all just say, "What's up, Texicano? What's up? What's up?" Y'all know what to do, man. I do want to give a shout. I'm sorry, I didn't write the lady's email address down. The one that she wrote a beautiful response. It was to that one response where I say, why are so many black women are going to Mexico? She wrote a beautiful response, and I'm going to respond to you in another video. I mean, because it was nice what she wrote. It was straight, But anyway, hey man, look, you guys take care of yourselves. We'll be getting back with y'all. We appreciate you guys looking at us, all 22 of y'all. But hey man, until next time, nos vemos pronto. Ciao.
Night.